Lost love, cause I refuse to find it. How you real, you cross me, when you know I'm solid. Wonder how you feel, like is it on your conscience? So deep, the pain ain't stopped, pain ain't. Lamar Jackson, got a pocket, cause you used to play like Kaepernick. We got the past it, sad to say, but you know I'm mad. Don't know peace treaties is forever. The beat can feathers up. Have a when shorty said don't leave out. You ever seen your homies? I'm talking some of my look like Ruby Rose. Like Bay used the rose. Know you ain't love me, but tell them how. Cause I know this is bad acting like still in tune with the streets. See I can hear the got me staying on point. I feel like Derek Fish. Hurt man, I had to cut off my sister. Almost on a fanny bitch.
With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Here we go. Tip-off goes to the Hornets. Ball with it. Well, Doris, we got a clash at the 5 spot here tonight. Can't wait to see these centers go at it.
B.A., there was once a point in history where we were talking about is the 5-man phased out of the game, and all of a sudden now you have several MVPs who occupy the position. It is unequivocally going to be a special matchup tonight.
Now here's Towns. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. Ball outside to the middle. Three-pointer. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for New York. Towns.
Anthony Towns.
And it's powered home by Towns.
Big time slam by Karl Anthony Towns. Love when he's playing with this sort of aggression.
There's Ball with a 3. And it's New York with a rebound.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
Doris, OG Anunoby helped the Raptors so much on their title run in 2019.
Yeah, the hard part is he was never able to suit up for the NBA Finals. To get through the season and then have an injury at that point, heartbreaking for a player. But consider, he's the first UK-born player to win an NBA title, and that cannot be taken away.
The kick out to Brunson. Off target with the 3.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. I discussed with Coach how difficult it is to guard Jalen Brunson. He initially joked. He said, you'll have to ask my guys that. Jalen is really gritty, confident player. We can't let him get into a rhythm early or we're going to be in trouble. We'll have to keep our eye on how well this defense does against Brunson. Guys?
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Brunson. No good with the triple.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And James launches it from deep. Off target from 3-point range. Bridges outside. Brunson up top. Fires the 3. Sinks the tray.
One of the things you love about Jalen Brunson, he takes quality shots. How about that look from 3?
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Here's Okogie. Boom! Jams it straight down.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Hard up top. Over to the left wing. Adebayo with a steal. And it's the Hornets on the break.
It's all about heart. Hustle. Okogie gets out in transition. That's a nice finish.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Knicks trailed by 4. And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
Just 5 to shoot. Achua. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
My goodness, Precious Achua playing with force.
Here's Smith. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Well, 9 times out of 10, that probably is a miss, but somehow he finds a way.
Pass to McBride. Ooh, stolen by Smith. It's James on the wing. Over Payne. Outside Richardson. Back to James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebounded by Payne.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Ooh, poked away. Outside Richardson. And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Take it away.
Ooh, slick move. Excellent timing and fast hands led to the steal. Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Pass to Kessler. Here's James. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well,
and thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Taking a look at the Hornets' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
when you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Adebayo from long range. It's hauled in by Robinson. New York trailing. And Doris, you talk about the bounciest big men in the association. Mitchell Robinson's on the short list.
Come on now, this guy is a game changer as a lob threat and rim protector. He's grown up so much in terms of avoiding foul trouble, and he's putting in the work on the offensive end. Mitchell Robinson is a big-time player.
Here's Bogdanovich. Back to Adebayo. This one for three. Charlotte, no good that time either.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. And finished off by Adebayo.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
LaMelo Ball is such an instinctive playmaker. Talking about his approach, he said, I'm just making it up. I see someone, I throw it, whatever comes to mind. Ryan, the way he sees the game makes him box office attraction.
I like it. It's that new school flair with a game that harkens back to some of the greats. He's special to watch, Allie.
A tireless worker at both ends. Adebayo imposing his will that time on the offensive glass.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3 seconds. Substitution on the court.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Ball outside. And he's going for the lob. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Bridges with room to shoot. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
Sometimes the mid-range is your best opportunity. Bridges more than willing to make that shot work.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Pass to Hart. And here's Anunoby. On target from range. Anunoby's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. The 3 from Ball. A 3-ball from LaMelo.
LaMelo Ball said, I see your triple, and I raise you one of my own.
Outside Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. 3-pointer, Bridges. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. And they'll be nearing the end of their 5-game homestand. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. And it's a 4-point Charlotte lead.
I like this trend. He's hit 2 triples this period, has 3 for the game.
Well, this is the very definition of Jalen Brunson's game. His ability to get past defenders and create for himself or his teammates. That is nicely done.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's James. James finds a runway and gets airborne.
You can see in LeBron's eyes, he will not be denied on that drive.
Right side, Brunson. Outside, Hart. Pass to Anunoby. Right side, Brunson. 5 on the clock. Out to Bridges. Fires for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Bridges has got 5 now.
Well, good position, feet set. Bridges totally ready to get the shot off in catch-and-shoot situations. Nicely done.
Okogie's shot is off. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 1. Right wing. Back to Bridges. Lots of room. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Okogie on the wing. Oh, deflected. Pass to Diabate. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Brunson taking his time here. Charity stripe shot. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Bridges has got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a...
Whoa! Are you kidding me, LeBron? Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Charlotte on top. They lead by 1. And we'll be back right after this. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
One thing that impresses you about LaMelo, the way he reads defenses and makes the game easier for everyone around him.
Well, Doris, one thing about LaMelo Ball, not many true point guards walking around at 6'7".
B.A., the length of a forward and yet one of the most prolific playmakers in the game today. That gives a coach a lot of versatility and options with one individual player.
Pass to Adebayo. Out to James. LeBron, attack mode. And it's James with the jam.
I mean, mean, the tremendous athleticism. And LeBron James, if he's in front of you on a drive, step out of the way.
Second half getting started. About a minute played. And James throws it down.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Outside McBride. And the ball out of play. The Hornets will have it. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, a lot of change for this Hornets organization. New ownership, a new front office, a new head coach, some exciting new talent. They're renovating the arena and building a new practice facility. Other than that, not much has changed. BA?
Business as usual, Allie. Thanks.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
LeBron James always ready to sacrifice for the play. Absorbs the contact, draws the foul, gets the shot off.
Good on the second one. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again. And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Number 2, Miles McBride.
Ball left side. Up top, Smith.
I got ball.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Smith's gotten his second bucket.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Hart from long range. Kessler with a rebound.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Adebayo. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Knicks trail by 9. Bridges outside. Down low. McBride can't get it to go.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
They get it back. Pass to Adebayo. Knocks down the long J. Adebayo's got 7 points.
Yeah, Adebayo getting it done from downtown.
Here's Anunoby. Kicks it out Towns. .133 left in the third. Count that one. And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Now ball. Ball in the paint.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Pass to Towns. Beyond the arc. Buries it from 3. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
A fantastic three-point shooter. You gotta guard Towns from the corners especially.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He wants to review the game plan. And the Knicks making a change here. 1:02 left in the third quarter. And he lobs it up to the rim. And here's the fast break. For 3, Bridges. They get the rebound. Tries again. The shot that time not on target. Good D by Richardson.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Knicks foul. Landry Shamet. First personal foul. 4th team foul.
Here's Curry. No made baskets yet. Counted from distance. And the Hornets lead by 12.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Drills it from deep. Bridges has got 10 points in the game.
Boy, how about that quick three response by Mikal Bridges?
These are his first free throws of the game.
Personal foul. 15 foul.
And he makes the first.
At the line for two. Nick Smith.
Smith hits them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Here's Payne. To the paint. Here's Bridges. He's off on the layup. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Hornets. They're up by
36.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Charlotte leading by 11. Let's check in with Allie LaForce for an injury update on Jalen Brunson.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for New York provided some information. He said they're concerned this is a serious injury and it's going to keep him out of the rotation. Injuries are obviously never at a good time, but they seem even more frustrating this early in the season, guys.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Well, tremendous strength and authority on that dunk. Nicely done, Walker Kessler.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Smith in the high post. Pass to James. Shot clock at 6. Oh, two vicious points from the King.
What you're seeing is LeBron James get to the spots on the floor he wants to, and now you're going to have to try to break his rhythm. That's tough to do.
Outside Payne. Launches it from deep. Bridges, right side. The Hornets pull it in.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
For three, Smith gets the three ball to go.
A dead-eye shooter, Nick Smith, is great from three-point land. That might be his biggest asset to this team.
Back to Bridges. Outside Payne. They set the pick. Pass to Shaman. Plenty of space. LeBron with the rebound. And so Curry will bring it up for the Hornets. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Now here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Towns, right side. And the Knicks miss again.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Curry, no good. Knicks trail by 18. Pass to Hart.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Payne. Three-pointer, Bridges. New York again, can't hit.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. The Hornets are in the midst of a playoff drought. Their last appearance was 2015, Doors.
Yeah, B.A., that's the longest active streak in the league, not something you love to be associated with. And listen, like other organizations, they've hit on some draft picks, they've missed on some draft picks. A lot of the problem has been injuries that have plagued this organization.
Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Here's Towns. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Hornets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for LeBron James.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
A deep 3 from Ball. Rebounded by Payne. Pass to Shaman. Payne with it. Outside Hart. From behind the arc. Sinks it from distance. There's 31 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Here's Ball. And no good. Hart with the defensive effort. Launches it. And again, New York with the triple. Here's Ball. And no good. The dry spell continues. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.